Hey guys, it's Miss Coconut. It is so beautiful outside, so I wanted to prep for my next video. Money magic you could do with the children over the holidays. And under my chestnut tree, lots of things going on. And we're gonna walk back here a little bit. And there's lots of pines beginning to drop. You can actually use the dead pine leaves, needles I should say, and as well you can use the fresh one, just depending on the work you want to do. So I'm just going to come out and scavenge later on and show you what I do with this. So after you finish picking your chestnuts or your acorns, your pine cones, you're going to take them, place them in a bowl of water and ammonia, and allow it to sit a few days. I have some glitter in mine, don't ask me why. And rinse this, allow them to dry in the sun, or bake them on low heat for a few hours to let them dry out. You soak them in the ammonia mixture to remove the debris and any small insects that may still be lingering in them. Hey guys, this is Coconut. I'm back, better than ever. So I have 3 projects to show you for prosperity that you can do with your babies. Make sure that when you do these projects, you also teach them a little bit about spirituality. This is a great project to dedicate to the Saint Martin de Porres. And he is the saint for African Americans. His color candles are purple and white. And you can petition him for financial needs, okay? Now, the first project I have, as you saw in the clip prior, I foraged through the yard to collect some pine, some needles, chestnuts. You kind of go with what's in your surrounding. That is how the magical practices always have been established. You use what you have. So today I'm going to show you a very simple potpourri you can do. Doesn't require anything but assembly. All right. So you're going to take the children into nature. This is a great time to teach them how to give back to Mother Earth. If you take something, you give something back. You can leave water, some sweet, say a prayer. Make it a formal ceremony with the children so they start to understand that nature is a force to be reckoned with and appreciate it. So I just collected these out of my yard. Okay. And for those of us that aren't that crafty, all this requires is that you set these items on a plate. You can glitter them. I use 2 ways or 2 methods to glitter my pine cones. The glitter pen, and then I use some Mod Podge and of course glitter. Alright, so it's kind of up to you how you want to do that. And I will show the finished project. But basically you assemble the items, you bless them, make it a ceremony, and you sit this in your kitchen because your kitchen represents your storehouse. And you want to bring abundance into your family's living quarters. This is a great way to do that. I also incorporated some cloves and essential oil. You add the oil to the potpourri as needed. The next project I have is to show you how to make money incense. I have a bunch of unscented yellow incense for money. And you're going to need a piece of foil, the incense, DPG. So DPG, the way that it works, it helps the incense to burn properly. So you can order that online. You need a jar and some type of essential oil. I use 3 oils because I like it to smell potent. And trust me, when I make this, if it doesn't smell right, I'm not selling it. So you're going to add about 2/3 of the DPG into the glass jar with about 1/3 or 15 teaspoons of the oils, okay? I like things to smell wonderful, so I'm probably a little bit overhanded. Well, that's just me. So you're going to take the unscented dried incense, lay it in a foil container or piece of foil paper if that's what you have. I tend to do things by what I have in the house. I don't like to buy a whole bunch of things. You have to learn how to be resourceful, okay? Use what you have. If you have a pan, use a pan. If not, use foil. And you're going to place the incense sticks on the foil, and then over that you're going to place your mixture, okay? And you're just going to go like that and let it soak in. When you let it soak in, you want it to remain in the foil scented mixture for about 2 weeks, okay? You want it to really soak in the essence. After 2 weeks, you want it to drain. So you're going to take the wet, so you can see the difference. The wet incense now, stick it in some type of container or box and let it soak there and drip away the excess oils, okay? About 2 weeks for that process. You can even set this in the sun if you like. It's up to you. After 2 weeks, you bless it, consecrate it, and then you can use it. I'll show the finished product at the end of this video. The next project I have for you, all about prosperity, involves Crisco. Yes, we're going to make waxless candles. What you need for this project is whatever you want to see in a candle. So I'm going to use a piece of Joss paper that my friend Jamila sent me. She sent me a whole bunch of stuff, but this is something she sent me. So I'm going to incorporate that. You need the Crisco, and you need a container. So for educational purposes, let's assume this is the container I'm going to use. Go to Michael's and buy a wick. So this wick here is for a large container, but I also have the small wicks as well if you're using a smaller container. You can even use cord if that's what you have in the home. So you want to take the Crisco, place it in the microwave, allow it to liquidate. Once it liquidates like that, oh, I forgot to mention, right? You need crayons. So depending on the color of the candle that you want to have, that is the color of the candle you'll use. And I know if you know me, then you know I'm using yellow. So you're going to take the yellow candle and allow it to melt in the microwave, right? You can do this over the stove. You can do this in the microwave. It's up to you. You're going to place the wick there. You can tie something around the end of the wick as well so that the wick stays centered. I will just show that at the end of the clip, okay? Just because I don't think you need to see all of that. These are the candles I'm using. I'm sorry, the crayons I'm using. Very simple. Got that? You melt them using yellow. And I will show you what that looks like at the end of this clip. Alright, as you can see, it's beginning to melt. And I'm just going to finish up the process and add the wick and the coloring. Alright, so make sure you leave room in your jar or mug or glass so that when you pour the crayon in, there's room. All right, so I've melted my crayon and it's going in. Now, because this is about prosperity, I also have a few pieces of dry herbs that I want to set in there, right? Because if we're dealing with prosperity, then we want as much intention into the work as possible. So even if it's a fun craft, we want to still teach the babies about the magical properties of herbs and things. So stir that up. You're going to add something to the top of this wick. It could be a pencil or a chopstick just to help it stay centered. And then we'll set this in the refrigerator until it begins to harden. And I'll show you that finished project at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below. What are you doing with your children for the holidays to incorporate magical practices? Tell me. I want to know. Please subscribe. Hit that button so you're notified when I'm on with a new video. And as always, Om Shraim Vrezi.